You know, I think that's an impossible question to answer. Because there's never been a point in my life since I've been 5 years old where golf wasn't in there. I grew up in Rhode Island. My dad was a very good golfer, and he came from a family of golfers. His father was a good golfer. His brother and sisters, they all won state titles and club titles in the state of Massachusetts. So I learned to play golf at a young age, but it was never something that I thought I was going to do for a living. When we were talking earlier about my childhood and growing up and always talking about the game of golf and always, talking about shots players hit and what the process behind the shot and maybe why it went wrong or why it went right, why it went correct. And that's just in my blood. To me, if you want to be a great putter, you have to embrace your style and love your style. You can't be always wanting to change and always wanting to be somebody else. I've always thought that if you had great tempo, if you had good timing, you could get away with having some little idiosyncrasies in your swing or your stroke. And, that Hall of Fame is filled with players that have different looks, but they totally believed in what they did. When I looked at the information that the Blast app shows us, it was usable. You can get the instant feedback, which anybody will tell you now. If you can sit there and put the phone right next to you while you putt, get your information amazing. Whether it's trying to time the backswing, let's see if we can repeat the time of the backswing. Let's see if we can repeat whether this face is opening or closing the same amount every time. And if it's not the same amount, is it close to the same amount? And there's no better teacher than you hit a putt, you look down, you feel it, and then you can say, okay, that was slightly slow or slightly fast. You can use the app for all the numbers you want to, and it can translate into little chip shots and pitch shots and full swings. It's limitless. The engineers at Blast have come up with an idea that is simple, but effective enough that it's going to appease the professional golfer and still be able to help the beginner golfer too. Just hearing that little noise, seeing that blue line go across the screen, and seeing your data pull up there and saying, "Yeah, I got closer this time." It's almost like it's a video game when you're out there, and that's what keeps you coming back and having fun. I think it's the path to be better at this, and the key is you want to get better, but you want to have fun enjoying this game too, and you want to see why you've improved and not have it just be one day it was luck and the next day it's gone. I think this is going to answer a lot of questions.